Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another cosmetic showcase, and we have new dinosaurs released with the Fetid Dinosaurs DLC pack, and really excited to dive into the new species, and we're going to start today with the Deinocheirus. As you can hear, my microphone, since the last two cosmetic showcases, is finally back up running, and with one thing fixed, another issue occurred, not for the recording at this point, but for the game, mostly at this point. So, while I'm waiting for the update or a patch or something that's going to fix the frame rate for my game in some of my safe parks, I'm going to dive more into these sooner than later, and then just hopefully can manage to do some park building again. So Deinocheirus is today on the list, and we're gonna select this one. We're gonna check it out. Of course, I already have seen the animations. I have seen the model itself. I only haven't seen all the combinations with the patterns and the skins we have for Deinocheirus, so that is going to be a first time for me. Of course, I've seen some of them being released in videos and everything else, and I do not, before you ask me in the comments, I do not do a showcase of the animations and everything. Yes, maybe somewhere in the future I will do like a compilation of everything, but I leave that to people that have way more time on their hands than I have. Without further ado, let's see the skins and the patterns of this magnificent dinosaur. So the model itself is incredible. It looks a lot like how Deinocheirus is being projected in different media. We have, of course, Prehistoric Kingdom, where we have Deinocheirus already in, and has a little bit of a difference compared to it, but in general it is the same. We have this enormous duck looking dinosaur covered with feathers, the plume at the end of the tails, that's amazing. It is basically how we are uh, bringing this dinosaur in picture, and also in the documentaries we have seen it, of course, in Prehistoric Planet. And what was that the name of the series, by the way? I'm not sure. It's the one with the Deinocheirus in it. Um, it looks incredible. I love it. Already seeing just this first skin and the pattern. The pattern looks great. It has this white stripe. We got two darker stripes, as you can see on the body. I'm not sure if anything else is being added with the skin, or on top of the skin, but it looks incredible. I do like this. This is a nice looking dinosaur. Let's check out what we have here. Of course, this is the Death Valley one, which is not the first one. So we're going to go to the first one and then check on Death Valley later. We start with the Sonoran Desert. A little bit more orangey, and as we go to the blank one, we can see the orange feathers. It's even without a pattern or something on it. It looks great. Nice looking dinosaur. We have, of course, the Rana. We just checked that one. The white and the more darker brown stripes on it. It's a good looking pattern. And it's just the first one. This is incredible. I couldn't see, but I think there is a little bit, as you can see here. So there is a little bit of extra yellow, it seems. It is not just the white, the brown, but there is a little bit of yellow in the Rana around the cheekbones, as you can see there. So that is a little bit different. As you can see as well, it has some extra texture to it on the body. It's a bit different. I'm not sure if this is just like the white is blending in a bit more than the second pattern, but it looks great. Nice looking pattern. We got the Chalcoranas you just noticed, which make things a bit darker around the cheeks. The pattern on top is dark, it's blackish. It seems that the one on the leg is white here, so there is in the pattern different colorations. and that's cool. So this one is yellowish, black and white, it seems, because this is dark. This is white on top, a little bit of yellow, yellowish, orange, and then we got brown, and then we got blackish brown with yellow and a little bit of white stripes. So that's interesting to see that we got difference. Also, to point out, if you can get a closer look at the tail, you can see that the points of the feathers also change color a little bit. Turns more yellowish with the Chalcorana over there. Then we got the green one, which is one of the least favorite skins and patterns in the game so far, but this one is not that bad. I mean, the green on top is a bit weird compared. It's like a mohawk, but then on the back. Just a colorful mohawk, but the overall rest of that is, it seems that the top is what the preview box shows. So the green is every time on top, probably with the others as well a bit more. We got more orange in it. As you can see, the cheekbones and the rest of the pattern, a little bit of white. Not bad. And then we got Pulcrana, which looks a bit like Rana, but it gives a bit more diversity to it. The white on top of the back is gone. It looks a little bit darker. Less white and yellow, it seems, in it, but it looks great. Nice. Got the orange for Papurana, orange on top of the hump, and we'll call it just the back hump. A nice reddish brown on the patterns as well. The stripes there, a little bit of orange added. Looks cool, pretty nice. Then we got Palophilix, which is some bluish purple color. A bit of it also turns to be a little bit more whitish around the cheek. It is surrounding the pattern that is brownish, a little bit of orange borders through it. It's not bad. It's like the green one, a little bit of extra punk feeling to it. Not bad so far. So I wonder how these patterns look like as the other skins. So we're gonna go back to the Death Valley one, which is the first one we saw. And we saw the Rana, which is perfectly fine for this one. Also, the Chalcorana looks nicely. It gives me some skunk vibes, especially with that tail. We got the orange-green colors as well. Not that bad. Kind of weird with the green, but also Pulgrana, I think, is looking pretty natural. The orange also looks really cool. The Papurana looks nicely on something lighter with the skin. And Palophilix is a bit weird. The blue, maybe if it has a more colorful body, it looks great. So far, not bad. Great Sandy Desert. It is a grayish skin for this Deinocheirus, which gets a little extra flair with the stripes of the pattern, as you can see. A little bit more yellowish white and the darker stripes over the body itself. The Chalcorana, pretty nice. Again, gives me badger or skunk vibes. Looks pretty cool. Like it. I like the orange, and the green is a bit weird. Still a little bit weird on this skin, but the orange looking nice. It's a bit reddish orange, something like that. Bukrana, nice. Nothing weird about it. Also, the red and the orange is pretty cool on a grey body, it seems. The tail feathers have been orange as well. It stays orange with this one, it seems. We have the blue, and I do think this bluish works with the grey we have over here. But it's one of the least favorite ones I should pick, probably. Maybe if there is a better skin for it, I'm not sure, but let's check that out. We got a Champlain Valley, which this time Champlain is not green. So far I know that it's most of the time it's a green skin, but it is orange with a grayish white back, elements in the feathers as well, and the tail. Rana, nice. Bit more grayish you can see in the feathers of the body. We got the nice stripes through it. This one is also pretty cool. Green is just weird, stays a bit weird. Pukrana, nicely done on this. Also really cool, Pukrana. They have nice combinations so far. The blue, not so much. Not so much. Now we got a green one. We got the Salar del Huasco, which is a pretty green one. Different colors of green are being used over here. We got the more swampy, mossy green. We got some lighter, like venomous green, toxic waste green, something like that. Rana works so far. Rana works with most of the colors so far. Pretty cool. Also, Chalcorana is doing a pretty good job. I think for all these, Rana, Chalcorana, and the other two are pretty good. And with the other two, I'm talking about Pukrana and Papurana. But the green works because of the greens being like it joins the rest of the body, which is pretty okay. And the whitish orange stripes with it, it's neat, looks okay. Pukrana, nice. The orange and the red is pretty cool. I think this is one of my favorite patterns so far. Pretty nice. And the blue is weird, but it looks more like a paradise bird. So that can be suitable for it if you wanted to have that, of course. We got the Limpopo River, which is also a brown skin. The feather coat seems to be the brown detail to it. The rest of the body is more of a grey, dark grey towards black. And Rana nicely done on it, pretty cool. And Chalcorana, same, pretty cool, different than Rana. You can have different variations of it, of course. Less colorful, but you see the details of the pattern. The Lithobates, the green is not that bad for this one, but it's a shame that it's just on the back. If it was a green stripe, maybe it'd look different. I don't know. Pukrana, pretty cool. And the Papurana as well, which is really suiting the brown body or grey brownish coat. And we've got the blue, which is not bad because the bluish is a bit noticeable more in the face around the cheeks, which line up perfectly with the rest of the head as well. So that can work out. Then we got Killian Mountains, which is even darker. And it seems to be also working with the Rana. It seems to be working with Chalcorana. Looks pretty cool. The Lithobates, not so much, but I still think that if the green was gone, it looked perfectly. Pukrana, cool. Papurana is pretty darn good on this one. I like that. And we got Palophylax, which is weird with the blue. It's not bad, but it's a bit weird at that point. We got Yukon River, which is white, so probably the whole black with white stripes now can be inverted with white with black stripes at this point. So yes, that looks pretty cool. I like that. White, black stripe through it, a little bit of extra orange yellowish feathers, or tan. It seems that the face and the arms and everything, the skin itself is dark compared to the feather coat. Jacarana looks cool. I like that. Still, we got the tips on the feathers on the tail, which are yellowish, so that's interesting to see. The green, not bad. It's not that bad. It looks pretty decent. Just notice that the tail has some green elements to it as well. Pukrana, darn good. Like this one. Nice. Also Papurana. Pukrana and Papurana, pretty cool so far. Palaphylax, yeah. Less interesting than the green at this point. We got Svalbard, which is a blue skin, so maybe the blue pattern works for it. Rana just is great on top of it. Also Chalcorana. The Lithobates is a bit weird. Pulgrana, same. I don't think any of these three skins, the Pulgrana, Chalkrana, Rana, have like a bad placement on some of the skins. I think everything can work with these. Papurana is also pretty good, but I think that Papurana would be good in some of them and not all of them, but we have to see how things go. And we got the blue, which is okay, I do like it. A different kind of blue on top of it, on the hub. That looks nice. We got a red skin, the Amazon rainforest. So the face, the arms, and everything that's skin related without having any feather coat is greenish. Maybe the green pattern will work for this. But we start with Rana, which is cool looking, especially because of the back. The hump is a little bit lighter. A little bit. It's extremely light compared to the rest of the body. But it looks cool. It's pretty nice. Also, Chakurana looks okay. I think little bits I can work with this skin. Amazon Rainforest and little bits together is pretty good. Extra green on top of it makes it nicely because of the green face and everything. Pokrana, nicely done. Papurana, perfect for this. And the blue, it's a bit more purplish at this point. Maybe it was purple, but it looks blue to me, and now it looks more purplish. I am being deceived by my own eyes, I guess. But it's okay, it looks nice. Not that bad. We got two more skins. We got the mangrove forest, an orange one. And I think if we look up, it's a different... It's darker orange compared to the other one. So these work nicely, these two. Then we got the green, which I do not like on top of it. Pokrana and Papurana, as you can see, there's not much a difference in these two on this skin. That's interesting. And we got the blue, the Palophylax, not so much. We got one left, which is green as hell. This is a green with some orange elements in it. It's looking more tropical for this, so probably the green pattern would work. Rana definitely works for it. Chalkorana also, and now this one. Yes, this is something I can work with. I do not like the skin, to be fair, but if I should pick a green Deinocheirus, I could eventually move with this one. Pokrana looks nicely on top. Popurana, pretty decent. And the blue also works because of the face and the skin on the hands and the legs have some bluish tone to it. And that can work with a couple of blue feathers extra. So these are all the skins and the patterns we've checked, and they're looking pretty good. I think they've done a great job with it. I love the pattern. There are two exceptions with the blue and the green, which is kind of a little bit weird and not my taste, but everything else looks fine. I do not like this green at this point, but everything else is amazing. It's a good looking dinosaur. It's great looking combinations, and I have to pick a top 3 for this, so that is what I'm going to do right now. For the number 3, I have selected Svalbard and Papurana. And the reason why I did this is because I wondered if I can make something similar to the documentary Prehistoric World, which the Deinocheirus was in it. And it had some bluish colors, mostly it was like dark grayish blue, unlike that. So I tried to do this, and I think the Papurana skin, or the Papurana pattern, I mean, is looking amazing with the blue. I love the darker red and the orange with it. It's pretty nice. I could do something with black, but this is a little bit more different. And I would love to see this in section 7, for example. And I think it works nicely. Some other dinosaurs can live next to it, also with some bluish colors. But yeah, this is the number 3. So we got 2 more. And I am already struggling with the second one because I picked a first one I am not sure which I will pick for a second. So while I'm cutting this in the video, I'm trying to find something out. And for the second one, I finally picked something, which is the Champlain Valley and the Chal Corona. And to just remove it, it is the one with a little bit more gray on the back, but I love the orange. It has some little bit of lighter colors than the red one. I had this one first, and I like this as well, but I like this more. Eventually, that is. So this is looking nice, white in it. The blackish stripes looks pretty cool. And I already picked the number one spot, so that is going to be a pretty easy selection that's going to be doing right now. So for the first one, I've selected the Gillian Mountains. There we have it. And with it, I have Rana. Why? Because it looks incredible cool. I like the white being jumping out of it. You can definitely see it. It has the skunk and the badger feeling to it. I like that this is just a dark animal and it has these nice lighter colorations in it. It's pretty cool. It also reminds me of a beaver all of a sudden with the tail, with the large tail plumes to it. It gives something off of a beaver, especially the beavers from Ark Survival Evolved. If you know those, you probably can understand what I'm seeing in this. And so this is the number one. So we picked three. We picked the top three. That is the top three of the Deinocheirus, and it's an amazing animal. I love that Frontier placed this one in with the feather pack. It's an obvious choice, of course, and it's a pretty much loved animal in the community. Incredible, I like it. So I cannot wait till I'm going to check out the other three species, especially Uteranus. That is something that I'm looking forward to. And but that has to wait because after this recording, I'm going to bed. I got a night shift ahead, and I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna bring this recording at least with me, so I can fix that into a video and then record the rest of the weekend and bring those out as soon as possible. So for now, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like or a dislike if you do not like my content. But if you do like it, you can also subscribe to my channel, and we'll appreciate it if you do that. I'll leave it up to you. Do whatever you like, man. And let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Deinocheirus and what your top three is. So if you have that, definitely let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys think of it. I wish you all a great day, a great evening, and till next time. Take care. Bye bye.